Okay guys, Zephyrnix here, and let's talk about this whole 360 failure rate issue thing. Now, here's two things. These are my theories on it. This is my theory on it. Now, I find it really hard to believe that out of nowhere, mind you, out of nowhere, all of a sudden these guys wanted to do this poll just out of clear blue sky. And to make it even worse, do this poll right around the time that Sony is going to be releasing the Slim as well as the whole price point thing. Isn't that ironic that all of a sudden they did that at that time? Everything kind of flowed like a like a river. Does anyone find that interesting? No? I'm just saying. It just found it ironic that everything flew, about that timeline. But whatever. I put it like this. If you guys think I'm dumping on Sony right now, you are sadly mistaken. If Sony had their hand into it, good job for Sony. That was a fantastic move. That was a dick move, but it was a fantastic dick move, Now, like I said, that's how the business flies, and that's a perfect way to do the business right there. It's a perfect way to do business. Hell, every 4 years they do it, okay, when it comes to the whole presidential thing. But whatever, that's not the point of this video. The point of this video is this. Let's go ahead and debunk this right now, since a lot of PlayStation fanboys seem to be saying it all the time. This is why you guys sound like idiots when you say it. Now, let's put it together. First of all, 54% failure rate on the 360. Now, here's the problem with that. First of all, they're counting all the 360. Well, hold on. First of all, that's not what they said. They did not say that the 360 had a 54% failure rate. That's not what they said. They said 54% of users who own a 360 had it fail on them. That's what they said. Now, here's the thing about that. Let's just go ahead and chop this up really fast and really quick. Especially since YouTube doesn't really give us a choice now, does it? Anyway, so first of all, they said they did a poll. Basically, they asked a whole bunch of gamers, when it failed. Now, mind you, that they didn't ask this gamer. Did Samuel Tageek? Did they ask you? Ultimate Chance, they ask you. True Setting You Free, did they ask you? Magus, they ask you? Anyone? Anyone at all? I'm just wondering, because I wasn't asked. So obviously the poll was very incomplete. That's one. So it wasn't even a complete and literate poll. It was totally fractured from the beginning. Okay? So, but no, y'all see numbers, you run with it, don't you? So let's go ahead and do something else. Second of all, the 360 has had, sadly, has had, what? We're going on fourth generation version of them, of itself, because of, well, that. Now, first of all, let's get this out the way. This is not, before I even continue, this is not a defense for the 360. This is just letting you know that that poll was wrong. I know for a fact that the 360, that Microsoft pulled out the 360 early, even though they knew I'm going to give them the benefit of the doubt and say potentials of, nah, you know what? Let's not give them the benefit of the doubt. We knew damn well that they was going to come out with a broken ass system. I've made 2 or 3 videos about that. How much I was hating Microsoft. How much I do hate Microsoft because of what they did to us. And that's what they did to us. They turned around, said, "Here's a system." As soon as we went to bend this, get the system, they bent us over and fucked us in the ass. Okay, and nutted. Okay, and they nutted. So, how they nut? They nutted because we gotta wait the 2 weeks to get the game back. But whatever, let's not be all gross with this damn video, okay? Point of the case is, yeah, I'm not happy with the fact that they did it, but they did it. So they came out with the 4th generation version of it. I think it's the Jasper one now. I think that's where we're at. And while I don't agree with it, as I said before, I'll say that over and over again because that's what I believe. While I don't agree with it, the fact of the matter is that poll, I'm pretty sure, did count the original chipset. Therefore, if we are in 4 years later and you're counting the old chipsets, even though they got the new chipset out, that kind of also makes the whole poll kind of, I want to say, passive aggressive, because they don't even sell the old ones anymore. And even I think it was, they actually recalled them, I believe, but once again, I'm not 100% sure. I don't have a link for that one to prove that one, so I'm pretty sure they did. I know they recalled a lot of stuff, though. So, by all means, guys, I'm just letting you know that the poll, I'm just giving you two reasons. Now, there's more. I can give you more. But basically, I'm just giving you two reasons why that particular poll is not worth even mentioning. And that's the reason why in my last video when I was talking to Sokuden or whatever his name is, I just had to stop. Because I was like, are you serious? Are you really that fucking stupid to go ahead and actually say that? Are you that motherfucking erotic that you would go ahead and, okay, erotic might be the wrong choice of words, but are you that dense in the goddamn dome that you were going to go ahead and say that? Why can't you not figure that out? It took me 3 minutes tops to come up with things that automatically, as soon as I finished reading the whole thing, that while that poll was not, it wasn't even worthy of saying. 54% failure rate? Come on now. And number 3, I'll give you number 3. We all know that the PlayStation 3 does not have a 17% failure rate. Okay? Now, I'm talking about failure in terms of total meltdown, by the way. I'm saying this to Samuel Tagi, by the way, because if I know him, he's probably thinking about how the PlayStation 3 fails in multiple hardware formats, and yes, it does. I mean, but the thing is, at least you can still play it. We're talking about when the Wi-Fi drops and because that's what happens. The Wi-Fi, when the built-in Wi-Fi breaks, and there's other things that break on it too. Fact of the matter is, most of the time it doesn't brick. By brick I mean it doesn't yellow light of death on as much as the RODD. So that's what I'm talking about there. But in terms of this yellow light of death part, just a total meltdown, 100% failure rate in terms of hardware. No, the PlayStation 3 does not have it. Now, it doesn't have it in terms of the RODD. Now, don't get me wrong, they have it, but they don't. But anyway, I'm not going to get into that. All I wanted to do is just go ahead and let you know all my thoughts and prove. Remember, that's the word prove, Mr. Sokudo. That's the word prove. Actually, really proved that that particular poll is asinine at best. It's not worth mentioning if you want to even remotely look like you're more intelligent than, I don't know, what you really are. I don't know. Anyway, I just wanted to say that. You guys have a good night. I am going out. Zephyrnix out.